Good morning, guys, YouTube people, world. Got a mess going on. So, start working on the truck. Today is the next day. Because the U-bolts that it came with were too small. So, those are the U-bolts at the kit. Oh, by the way, I'm installing a, I guess I should go over that, huh? This is a super lift. Kit is a, I don't remember what kit number it is. Yeah, I don't know what kit it is. Oh, right there. Oh, maybe not. I think it was 92700, I believe. 92700. Anyway, it came with hardware. Right now I'm working on these bolts. Some stickers, Merc sticker. Warning sticker, we're not responsible because we're ding-dongs. And shadow stickers. Shadow series, whatever. Anyway, comes with the Bilstein 5100s. Bilsteins. Come with boots. Two of them. It's a dual steering stabilizer. Just been messing with stuff. I might have ordered the wrong kit, to be honest with you. So right now I have the bracket on. Not sure if it's straight up and down. That looks straight up and down. Anyway, I had to go to Lowe's and get some bigger U-bolts. The other U-bolts were not working. They wouldn't go over, which is why I think I got the wrong kit. But it doesn't make sense because the bracket here is kind of the same. I think they do have a little cup here, but I don't really know. And then it's talking about for third gen, put your bolt in here. So I think it's for third gen, which is probably why I got a discount. But anyway, I just round open these, unless this is an aftermarket crossover bar, whatever you want to call it, tie rod bar, which could be a bigger tie rod bar because the guy I bought the truck from, did do a bunch of upgrades. It's got Carly lifetime ball joints. It had a Synergy track bar, which is junk. It has the steering brace, the paddle. The phone. Anyway, has this brace here that goes on the Pitman arm. So the guy did a bunch of steering doodahs. And it had a leveling kit. Yeah, I don't really know. So anyway, I'm stuck right now because these here are bent. And before I cut this off, it tells you to cut this off. Not sure if I really want to cut it off or not. If I can find a way to just bend it and tuck it in there. I might have to cut it off because I think it basically sits like that. Yeah, so I gotta have to cut it off. So anyway, I gotta find a way to bend these straight. They're pretty bent up, both of them. Anyway, there's the other strut thing. There's the other bracket, hardware, impact, tape measure, because you have to find the center. So I got a center mark there, and a center mark up here. And it's all lined up. It's all bolted on now. And what I'm doing with the old parts, the old steering stabilizer is coming out, but the bracket that goes right here, we are using, hello, coveralls, they're dope. Anyway, we're using on the first gen. Check this bad boy out. We got this Fox steering stabilizer. This is a nitrogen filled stabilizer. I found center for this. That's the bracket from the 4th gen, which fits perfectly. And then I made this bracket, this little hanger bracket that bolts onto the diff cover. It's pretty solid. Basically, it's just some 2-inch flat steel that I welded there, and then I welded this cross brace on, and then made this little chingalingy here, because Far From Stock makes one. We were gonna possibly order, however, with the U-bolt here, it won't work. Oh man, I got a headache. Because there's bolts here and then bolts over here. So theirs goes across, and then they have the strap thing, or this piece right there. So what I did was just utilized basically this whole side of the diff, and ended up turning with the lathe, turning my own what do you call these, Heim misalignment spacers. So those are fresh from the lathe. Also, oh my gosh, can't remember what I did with it, but oh, here it is. That piece that the kid who bought the 2012, he wanted me to machine this to 0.95. Basically it's for his drill press. It goes into his drill press like that. He took it off a different one. I can't figure out how to do the taper, so that's the best taper I can get. Chase the threads. Yeah, this was pretty beat up. He said he used a big old hammer to beat it to get it off. So I got that done. So I'm gonna go turn some more Heim joint, basically Heim joint misalignment thingies. Let's see. Trying to find. Oh, so right here. Show you real quick. Basically, that's a Heim joint. This was going to be for some control arms. It's a spherical bearing. But anyway, those are the spacer deals. However, mine don't recess into the bearing or into that Heim joint. But anyway, that's basically what I have to go machine. It's basically little bump outs so that this can pivot at a higher angle versus if you just put a bolt on it. If you put a bolt on it, it will not rotate. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on this. I'm gonna finish that truck up real quick. I just have to find the piece I was using. Oh, there. So it's the piece I was using. I'm gonna go chuck it up real quick and then throw it on, and then yeah, I'll show you guys once this is buttoned up and once that's all buttoned up. And I have to take trailer and tires to go get the tires mounted on the trailer. Blah blah blah. Too much crap. Not enough time. All right, I'll be back. Alright guys, so got the steering stabilizer installed. I can already tell it's a lot more rigid. It's a little more stiff. So I'm going to take it up this road that is pretty bad. Kicks back and forth. So it's a road we went on. Yeah, I can already tell. Getting a lot less feedback. Anyway, this is the road that made me decide to do a steering stabilizer on the kids' truck. So, anyway, this road's pretty bad. This road kind of feels like death wobble. If you were to just drive the truck. See how bouncy it is. Kicks all over the place. Anyway, that little bump, that was right back there. That would usually feel like death wobble. But anyway, the truck feels like it's pulling to the, what you call it, the right a little bit. When I was down there under the truck, I noticed my alignment dilly bobs. The driver's side was kicked all the way back, and then the front was kicked all the way forward. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe I need to go get an alignment. Maybe that's been the problem this whole time, instead of them being the caster, I guess you can call it. Instead of it being like this, you got one like this, one like that, which might be why it's ruining the pack bar, panhard bar. So anyway, this road's pretty, yeah, it's pretty stiff, man. Gotta say, pretty stiff and pretty sweet. I'm liking it already. I think these tires are just junk, cheap tires. Anyway, no hands, no knee. But yeah, turn the exhaust brake on. Anyway, interesting little thing happened today. We got home from the grocery store, and we were walking, we were going down one of these roads to the main highway, and this guy was walking, no big deal, and we left. We came back. We went to Walmart, spent like an hour there. I went to Lowe's, get some parts for this. Came back home, and there was this dude walking with a dog, and he was just standing there like right by our gate. And so anyway, we pull in, I shut the gate closes, get out of the car, and dude's like, "Hey, excuse me." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Hey, blah, 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 blah." Oh, I was gonna say, this might be the guy right here. Yeah, no, I don't think it's him. Anyway, because there was a dog, and there's a guy and a dog. Anyway, the guy is talking lower and lower so that I have to walk towards him. I was like, "What's up, dude? Like, speak up." So I'm basically telling him to speak up. So I walk towards the fence. I was like, "What's up?" And he goes, "Hey, do you own the house, or do you rent the house? Do you pay mortgage?" I was like, "What do you want, dude?" And he's like, "I need to know." Well, no, you don't need to know anything. What do you want? He goes, "My aunt owns this house, and you guys need to move out. You need to move out, and I'm living on the property." I'm like, "Get lost, get out of here." And he goes, "No, you need to move right now." I said, "Dude," I said, "talking to people like that is gonna get you shot." Well, you don't need to come into people's property or up to people's property talking like that. Well, that crap's gonna get you shot. You need to leave right now. So anyway, he's like, "No, you're not listening." He's like, "Leave now." And so I just turned around and walked away. Anyway, he didn't do anything. There was no harm, but tweaker, living in Tweakerville. Anyway, I don't really live in Tweakerville, or used to not. But anyway, yeah, so he left. I called the sheriff. I just told him what was going on, just in case he's harassing some more people. Because what if it was just my wife? Something happened. I'd be a little mad. Anyway, here we go. It's all up and on. Got the U-bolts trimmed. Fixed. Anyway, you have to cut this bracket off. I think I just said that already. But there's that. Just letting some air out of these things, I guess. So, anyway, that's the bracket. I'll be watching it, making sure that the line is center. It's hard to tell via camera. It's weird. Camera angle's different. I sit right under it. No, that's right. Just holding the camera funny. But anyway, I marked it there. Marked it there and there just to watch it, just in case it moves. If it moves, do a little welderoo there and a welderoo there, and then I can replace that bar if I need. Great. Anyway, there's all metal shavings I gotta sweep up. All the tools you need. And that one's done. The kid's truck is done. Ouch. Ended up making some offset chingaderas. So it's tight here, it's tight there. Let's see if we go for a ride in this big old beast. I do need to order some bushings for these, and or the kid needs to, I should say. And yeah, I'll go from there. I'm gonna measure these up right now. Measure the bolt, the diameter of the bolt, the width of it in here, and then the width of that. And then maybe order some up. So, anyway, guys, I've got a lot of cleaning up to do. And yeah, got a lot of cleaning up to do. Truck drive's good. Got no complaints. Maybe I'll go get an alignment to see what the deal is with the caster. Caster is, you know, the front axle. Straight up and down, front of the truck, back of the truck. And anyway, all right, guys, that's it. I'm done for the day. Probably not, but I'm just telling myself I am. I'm gonna go in the house, relax for a little bit after I put all the tools away. All right, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Thanks for being you, peoples. Damn it.